Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? How's everybody doing tonight, y'all? Woo! This episode was everything. It was everything. I don't know who said the little brown bear, who, or is it that brown owl? It don't matter. Who said this season was horrible? Who said that we are missing anyone? Now, listen, I don't know what's going to happen in Real Housewives of Atlanta future, but if this episode is any indication of what we can expect, this is going to be a good season. Now, I do have some notes and some complaints, which I'll list, but y'all, this episode was everything. I'm going to take y'all through really quick. What didn't happen? There was an emergency at Kandi and Todd's house. Kenya and Kandi were arguing. Drew being fake, doing dumb stuff, telling stories, and just making a general fool of herself. But it's good TV, right? Marlo and Sheree, oh my God. You know that whole thing about like we never learn from our past. The history is bound to repeat itself. Sheree always being on the wrong team. How are you a newbie and you're on Marlo's team? I'm just saying, right? We all know that Housewives is 1, your talent, 2, your likability, but 3, it is like playing a game of chess. It is like playing Battleship. It is like playing like a strategic game. How the hell did you just get back on? You know the producers love giving you a peach and taking it back. And you alienate not Kenya so much, but you're not going out your way to really be Kenya's friends. You alienate yourself from Kandi, who right now is the most stable cast member. Let me fix my damn hair. Is the most stable cast member and is the OG. How the hell do you do that? And why would you do that? Sheree, I don't know. And the thing is, I like Sheree, but Sheree also has like very nervous energy that comes out. If y'all know what I'm saying, right? What's ever going, everybody? This to me is one of the best seasons. They outdid themselves. We got introduced to Manetta, right? Manetta said what we all said. Listen, y'all know I like Kandi. Got a lot of respect for her. I think she's a brilliant businesswoman, beautiful. Love Todd, her, the love story, the family. But Monetta was me when she tried to do it, because Kandi keep waiting for someone to be like, no, this is perfectly reasonable, the buzzer thing. And when Monetta was on her side, like, yeah, girl, yeah, girl, yeah, girl. But then when Kenya said, but the husbands can buzz, Monetta was like, wait, what? No, Kandi, we can't do that. But speaking of Kandi, everybody always talking about Todd. Todd's Kandi's house husband. Kandi run, she paid. Let me tell y'all something. When they were in the yoga thing, I said, yeah, Todd's definitely the man of the relationship. You can say what you want. Todd is definitely the man in the relationship. He got spicy where he like got on the phone and he was like, where's my phone? When they called and said there was an emergency at home. And that's when you see like, yeah, Todd got that strong masculine energy. He was like, yeah, hit her up and said, yo, get your stuff. And Kandi ran after him. I said, okay, y'all can say that scene alone shows the dynamics in their relationships. I don't know. Kandi is a boss everywhere, but I don't know. She a boss in the bedroom. And I think that's just the way she likes it, right? You know what they say? The people that got everything on, they love to submit. The way Kandi ran after Todd, but it was good because it also showed that it's just like, yeah, like the dynamics work for you guys, but Todd definitely got that masculine energy. When he tapped and said, yo, get your stuff. And she ran and got the phone like a little girl and then scurried after him. I said, I don't know why. That made me smile like, the kids are all right. Not Kandi's kids, but you know that thing about it made me smile like, yeah, they have a healthy relationship dynamic. They really do. Their relationship is solid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rim, what's going on? Hey, Lily. Hey, listen, RHOA is so good this season, which, you know what? It literally does make me feel like, how the hell did everybody literally throw away the season off of a 3-minute preview where half of it was people turning around and twerking? I actually appreciate this season a little bit more for a lot of reasons. I'm gonna tell y'all, then we're gonna get in the recap. Then let me drop the link to call in. I'm gonna do a quick recap and then you guys can call in and let me know what you think. But it always annoyed me in the past the direction they were taking RHOA. And I'll be honest, this is why Portia was on a little bit of Nene. And it wasn't just Portia, right? It was also Phaedra. I saw where they were going with it. Like the way that like on other trailers, they have like, all this drama going on. Dorit's crying, Kyle's doing this. It literally became a caricature to me of what being a Black woman was. to the point of when they would walk in a room and turn around and twerk. Like, that's how Black women greet themselves. These are not 20-year-olds. This is not a party. It's not even just we're all joking around. It's literally haven't seen you in a while. And okay. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And then they would turn around and be like, eh. Like, this is how Black women greet each other. 40, 50-year-olds, professionals, eh. Like, literally, even with the preview, I remember looking and being like, why is 1/3 of the preview twerking, like dropping it low? Is that what we do when we get together? But the show has redeemed themselves. They literally are having storylines. There is drama. And no matter what happens, I love the way that there will be heated drama. But then the next scene they'll film together. I don't know. I'm loving this season. Now, a couple of, while we're waiting for people to come in, couple complaints, because I love making complaints. I'm that person that's just like, hold on, I'll be the judge of that. Right? What is up? Who are the cameramen for Real Housewives of Atlanta? Why do they make everything look so crowded and small? And dare I say, not dirty, but cluttered, like the scene. If you are a student of cinematography, and I mean it, what? Because you ever notice whenever the Real Housewives have events, right? You see it on the show, and the events look like they're nothing. But then you see them on gossip blogs and you're like, oh my God, they're decorated so nice. They're so big. They're so spacious. For some reason, with Real Housewives of Atlanta, they love closed in camera scenes, right? Where everybody looked like they right here. We all right here. We on top of the camera, almost like it was filmed on a camera phone and we got to get close. Can we open that scene up? Can we open that scene up? Can we let that scene breathe? Can we literally have some scenery? Open it up. Do y'all know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like, even when Kandi, we're about to get into the real review, but even when Kandi flipped out on Marlo and Sheree, as she should have, they was tripping, giving real Cinderella and the evil stepsisters vibes. The when she flipped out on them, the way when Marlo got up, the camera was all up her butt and this and that. I was just like, what is going on? Would you back up and give us a scene? They need to do something with the visuals. I don't understand. But anyway, let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Yes. Yeah, Lily said that too. She said, yes, he had that masculine energy. I do not believe he cheats on Kandi. I don't believe he cheats on Kandi either. Here's the thing. I never believed it. Not because, he don't got any offers. Todd's very attractive. Not because of it. I just never believed it because there's a certain energy someone gives off when they're not being faithful. And even though you might close your eyes, when other people around y'all, you ever be around people that cheat and you can just smell like you's a cheater. I never got that vibe from Todd ever. So Lily said, I like that too, T. So yes, he had that masculine energy. I don't believe he cheats on Kandi. I've been at places and women be trying to get his attention. He doesn't fall for it. He loves her. I truly believe Todd loves Kandi. But here's another thing I do believe about Todd. Todd is, how certain men like certain women, just like certain women, you ain't dating somebody that's broke. Certain men are not dating a woman unless she got ambition, baby. Look in her eyes. Even though Kandi is a boss, she's built her empire. Todd literally saw somebody he could grow with. If that makes any sense, like, it wasn't Kandi's money because Todd's not trying to be taken care of. Yes, the fact that he loves Kandi because beautiful, smart, intelligent, but also she's super, super successful. But I love the fact that Todd always saw a way for them to grow together. He was never like let me go spend your money on, Todd was never like something like, oh, I'm going to pretend to work and go to Paris and go to here and go to there. He was never on some fake stuff, just wanting to coast through life. Todd is trying to build an empire, and Kandi is trying to build an empire too. And he has definitely contributed to her growth as a producer, the acting jobs. I mean, again, it's all Kandi's talent, but Todd 100% contributes to her growth, even the restaurants and all that stuff. So I'll get people when people are like, oh, Todd's just using Kandi. Todd is growing Kandi's kingdom. He is. And also, anyway, I'm not going to get into a thing about Todd and Kandi's relationship, but I don't know. Boom, it seems super, super thing. Also, you guys, If you guys can do me a favor, let's get into the review. Thank you, Rim, for the super chat. But before we do, you guys, thank you for being with me tonight. I know the BET Awards are on, but your girl is here clocking in. I'm going to be clocking in every day. Well, not every day, but I'm going to be clocking in. Well, I do clock it every day, but I'm going to be reviewing. Come on, get together. Use your words. English is your first language. You can do this. I'm going to be reviewing Housewives every single Sunday until the show is over. There's 191 people in here. Go on and hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help the algorithm, and it helps me get noticed. Y'all know I'm trying to get to 1 million. Now, I know I got many 100,000 to go, but listen, let's speak it into existence. Okay, right? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, N. Tracy. Kandi and Todd are a team, and it's so nice to see people that are actually a team where the power dynamics are equal. I love to see it. That's what I love about Kandi and Todd's relationship. And the fact that the relationship seems really, really real. I mean, even we remember Old Lady Gang when they was arguing and fussing, and Todd got up and said, "I'm sick of all y'all." And I was just like, ooh, this is real. Okay, here we go, right? Let me tell y'all something about that apartment. First of all, this is one thing I do want to say as somebody that deals in being nosy, your favorite neighborhood gossip. Do you know how we know that Todd is not cheating on Kandi? Because it hasn't come out. Though Kandi got so many haters. She got so many people wishing that she falls. Trust and believe. If Todd was even looking at somebody, it would be on the Shade Room. It would be on Neighborhood Talk. It would be everywhere. You have no idea how many people are praying, I'm sure, for Kandi's downfall. Please, no. Dad don't got a secret apartment. He has an investment property. Like, he bought that apartment. He didn't want to sell it. It's in a good area. Why would he sell an investment property? It don't make sense, especially Todd's mind. He got his mind on his money and his money on his mind. All right, let's get into this recap. 219 people. Go on and hit the like button on your way in. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to drop the link for colors so y'all can call in and tell me your favorite parts and tell me whether you agree with me or not, because y'all don't got to agree with me. You just got to be respectful, okay? Now let's get into the first thing. Oh my God. Marlo and Sheree are the worst gaslighters ever. That scene in the sauna. First of all, Sheree talking about, I had no idea that Kandi was going to throw a temper tantrum, right? Why Sheree talk like that? Like, she definitely Kandi was going to throw a temper tantrum. You came at her and accused her of not caring about you as a friend. Let me tell y'all something. Sheree, and I don't know her personally, I'm just talking about her character on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm sure she's a perfectly lovely woman in real life. But Sheree, you have a history of being a big dum-dum for the men you date. You're mad that Kandi didn't come and comfort you so you could feel better about your decision to be played by a jailbird. Perhaps you should stick to Marlo for that. And Marlo don't even care. Marlo just doing it for screen time. Marlo don't care. How does Sheree see the way Marlo treats Kandi, who's actually helped her, and a lot of people in the past, and Sheree sitting there crying on Marlo's shoulder? This is why Sheree always gets screwed over. She always picks the wrong team. She has no discernment. And I'm not saying she got to go to war, but like Marlo, fine, you might not think Kandi's your friend. You might not trust Kenya. But why are you putting all your eggs in Marlo's basket that is proven time? She did this with Nene. She did this with Kenya. And this ain't nothing against Marlo. Marlo is playing the Real Housewives game. But Sheree, you realize this is a game to her, right? And you realize that she is going to win come hook or crook. So what are you doing, Sheree? And Sheree, you're mad that Kandi ain't take time out from her 50-11 jobs, 2 children, very healthy husband, and your whole family and the restaurant you're doing to come and console you about your jailbird boyfriend who's playing you? Sheree, you need to knock it off, Sheree. Stop it, Sheree. And the funny thing is, I feel what Kandi did. One, Kandi's probably so busy she ain't noticed, but I'm sure she heard it. But here's the thing. When I see one of my friends being stupid and getting a dog mess played out of them, I assume they know they're being stupid and getting the dog mess played out of them. And until you come to me and ask my opinion, I'm not going to give it. Because listen, the way I am, I have been known to be stupid a time or two. I mean, not like that, but with other things, right? Eating things I shouldn't eat, doing this, doing that. I've been known to be stupid, but when I'm being stupid, I know I'm being stupid. I don't need you to tell me. I'm enjoying myself. Please shut up. You're messing up the vibe. Why are you doing that? Do you know? Can you please? You're messing up the vibe. I know I'm being stupid. Stop it. I'm having fun, right? So I assume that when somebody's being stupid, you don't want me to say anything because I'm messing up the vibe. So I wait until you come to me and then be like, yo, what do you think? And then I'm like, you really want to know what I think? All right, sit down. And I pull out my little handy dandy notebook. Well, for one, he's trash. For two, you guys look like Ewoks together, but when you're apart, you guys are separately attractive. But when you're apart, you look like you're starting an Ewok family. Number three, did you notice he's 3 inches too short, but not in a good way? Number four, did you notice he has a slight limp when he walks? Do you think he ever had scoliosis? Because I'm beginning to think that she had scoliosis, and that might pass down to the children. Number four, like I'll literally start being like, all right, you asked my opinion, let's go. Number four, 3 weeks ago, when I first met him and he said he was going to the bathroom, I noticed he's got up, paused, turned to the right for 3 seconds, eyes barely flickered to the hostess stand that looked at his phone. I think he might be cheating on you with the host from TGI Fridays. I saw some interaction there that just didn't sit right. At the very least, he's cheating on you. Anywho, let's go get lunch. That's how I break down things to my friends. And then I'll be like, now, moving on to his Instagram page. October 1st, what was it? 1983? Yeah, I know he wasn't born yet, but I'm going back to his mother's Instagram page. Just please follow me on this. October 3rd, 1983, his mom posted A, B, and C. However, on January 10th, 2018, he also connected. My point is that it's not his cousin Sheila. He's cheating on you. You being dumb. You want to go get some? That's how I break things down for my friends. So I'll just sit there waiting already, like, she don't want my opinion. I'm just gonna. So I understand why Kandi was like, you clearly being stupid. You must know you being stupid. You must feel stupid. You don't even need to call you stupid. I'll wait until you ask me so I can be like, yo, you're so dumb. And we can have a laugh and a giggle over this. You know what I'm saying? So here's what, listen. So I'm just saying that. And for Sheree, first of all, I feel like the reason why Sheree gets tongue-tied is because Sheree realizes she has instinct that tells her, shut up. But there's something about the way she's so up. Sheree's a very, very emotional person. And I feel like if you can get into her mind emotionally, she can just literally go off of vibes, even though it's like, Sheree, what are you doing? Sheree, when Kandi sat down, I already knew it was the bullshit because did you peep that language when she was like, I loved you. You put an ED at the end already. I would have sat down and been like, as soon as I heard that ED on the end of love, you know, Kandi, I had love for you. I loved you. You loved me. I already would have checked out like you on some bullshit. Literally, that's the thing. When people start being on some bullshit, that's when I get on my demon time. But my demon time is not paying attention to shit. I'll start like just daydreaming, right? You love me. You want some bullshit. I don't even feel like getting upset. And I start thinking about like a TikTok recipe I'm going to make or like daydreaming. Listen to Lupe Fiasco in my head, right? So my point of the matter is Kandi should have already knew, and maybe she did know, but there was also that thing about Marlo. I like Marlo, but Marlo's starting to scare me this episode. Just hear me out. She's starting to scare me. Like, you know, Drew gets on my damn nerves because she does so many messed up things. But on a level, I can realize I don't really know you, Drew. You're working for a check. You're playing a role. You're being messy. But I don't think your heart's in it. You're just doing it because you need the money. Of course, everybody needs a paycheck. But you're doing it because the Real Housewives of Atlanta is a vehicle for you, right? And a vehicle you might need the way Ralph is. So it's almost like Drew gets on my last nerve, but I recognize that it is fake and it's nothing malicious to Drew. It's just all business. Marlo's starting to scare me because there's real venom in what Marlo does. There's venom in the way Marlo acts. There's venom. Like it is personal with Marlo. It is malicious. It is like you kind of want to see the world burn. I don't know. Marlo, there's a lot of anger and hurt. And it almost like scares me. I don't mean like I think she's a threat scare. I mean like the pit of hurt and issues that Marlo at one time, you know what I feel like? Okay, I say all this to say this. there is something to be said that when you get hurt, when you get this, you take all that anger and pain and rage and you squeeze it into a ball and you put it in your heart and you let that fuel you so that nothing can stop you. A lot of very successful people have that. The thing is with Marlo, it seems like the ball is starting to come looser, looser, looser. And I don't know, I just worry like in 10 or 20 years, it's really going to consume her. There's just a vein where it just seems so mean spirited and her heart's in it. It's just like, I don't know, that type of, I don't know, that stuff like scares me. It's like, ooh, it's like too much hurt, too much pain. Excuse me. But I will say also, Sheree jumping on Marlo's bandwagon, where Sheree didn't even want to say anything. And Marlo was like, tell her, right? And Sheree's like, right? And then Marlo started talking Sheree. And I'm like, why did you let Marlo, who has shown that she is playing a game and she ain't loyal to no one but herself and that bank account, put a battery in your back to go against Kandi when this scene could have been completely different? Not even that. Let's also talk about how Sheree went on Carlos King and said it's time for Kandi to start earning a paycheck. Girl, you just got here. And I said, well, this seems like this is going to be a one and done season for Sheree because I don't know. She had her She by Sheree fashion show. She's triumphant and I'm happy for her. But girl, where's your merchandise? You got water models and mats. And again, maybe she got water bottles and mats. And you're saying the reason that it's not up is because your suppliers from China or something. But girl, you could have did what every other influencer does when they don't have any inventory, right? You put sold out. And then the one water bottle you have, you like disinfect and be like, I have one more water bottle. Why don't you do this? But again, that just shows me that Sheree, you still don't have professionals working with you because it really doesn't matter if you have product to sell. Put that shit up on the site and make everything sold out. Or make stuff coming soon, but you don't have anything. You don't even have an infrastructure. You're not even taking pre-orders. Sheree, how do you have this amazing opportunity and your site don't work? Literally. And I don't even understand. If I was Sheree and I had the opportunity, Housewives, and access to that selling market, you would see me in Target.com buying up all the exercise mats. You would see me with some iron-ons from Staples, ironing on She by Sheree, right? T by Tisa on those ironing mats. And you would see me shipping that out. If it cost me $24 for Target, guess what? The mats are $50. What's up? We doing business. Not even that. Sheree, Teespring exists. You can literally pay a graphic artist to put your logo on stuff and sell it. I don't understand Sheree. I really don't understand that woman. I don't. It's almost like Sheree is like scared to go into ventures by herself. You ever hear that? I am going to do it. You ever hear that, ooh. So you ever hear that whole thing about somebody that has like a success block mindset? It's almost like Sheree is almost afraid to succeed. And she has all the things she needs to, but she keeps surrounding herself with things and sabotaging herself. How did you have another fashion show? Everybody knew it happened. And you still don't have any inventory on your website? Sheree, I can't. All right, listen. I don't care if she had delays because the merchandise was coming from China. Why is your website not coming up? And why don't you have pre-orders? Who is it? Speaking of which, Latoya Forever. I bought one of her waist trainers, the Leisure Forevers, right? That shit was sold out every other day, literally every other day. And Latoya was putting it up on Instagram talking about sorry guys, it's sold out again. And I believed it was sold out because everybody I knew was trying to get one, right? But she still took pre-orders. And the shipment date was someplace far off, but the shipment date came. So you could literally do a pre-order. And that's what I did. I just let that shit sit there. And then it got there like 3 weeks later. I mean, now it's shipping fine, but this is back then when there were supply things and the whole internet rushed to get her Leisure Forever waist trainer, right? So I don't care, honestly. Her merchandise is coming from China. Sheree always got an excuse, but at the end of the day, where is even a functioning website? Okay, your merchandise is in here, but where's the website, Sheree? Like, girl, stop. That's the thing. Sheree acts like it's like 2008. She acts like it's 2008. Girl, we all know how the internet works these days. Stop it. It's just ridiculous. But let's move on. Sheree let Marlo put a battery in her back. Kandi flipped out. You know, Kandi, when that voice starts cracking and those tears start, ooh, all I hear is, yep, nuck if you buck, nuck it. See, I'm a down, pistol holding. That's all I hear whenever I see tears of like to Kandi about to go off, right? And then the nerve of Marlo. Y'all, there's 420 people in here. Please hit that like button on the way in. Please, your girl is trying to grow. Y'all know I'm going to keep begging like I'm work for Jodeci. Baby, please, 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 please. I know what y'all saying. Why do I just feel like, what is it? Who is it? Ain't nobody coming to hear you sing Otis. Why do I just feel like y'all just said that in your head? But anyway, literally, the audacity of Marlo. Marlo is such a bad gaslighter. She's such a bad gaslighter, right? And let's not also forget Tosh, right? What's up, girl? Sheree had issues with distribution from China while they are filming. So did Kenya. Sheree, you should have had your mess by now. When did they film? Think about it. You had issues while they were filming. It is almost July. We're about to be in Christmas and you still stop. Listen, what was Sheree doing? Waiting on that check? Or maybe waiting on Tyrone to put some money down? But even if you were, I would have put a website up. I would have said, I would have literally, didn't Boohoo just get busted? Was it Boohoo? Yeah, didn't Boohoo just get busted for ordering clothes from Shein, right? Ordering clothes from Shein and then putting their labels in it and shipping it out. They just got busted like sometime last year. Not even that. Sheree, you could have literally ordered some tights from Shein. Literally, they would have been here by now. I've ordered stuff from Shein. Yes. I've ordered it before y'all drag me. I am a Shein shopper, right? You just have to wait 18 years when it gets here. I've ordered shit from Shein. And yeah, when you get it, 80% of the stuff has to go trash. You won't send it back. But the point is, Sheree, you could have ordered the cheapest, like good quality tights from Shein for $3.99 for the set, $7 for the set, sold the set for $30, literally just earned in your logo. See, I already told you how to do this. And still, Sheree got too many excuses. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, right? I'm just saying. I don't want to hear it, Sheree. Stop it. I'll show you how to flip a bag. Shut up, Sheree. I don't even want to hear it. Anyway, so then Marlo is such a bad gaslighter. She's such a bad gaslighter because, she's like, you don't have time for us, blah, 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 blah. And then Kandi was like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but my own husband and children are saying that I need to spend more time. She looked at her and said, well, if everybody's saying that, maybe it's true. First of all, Marlo, you're comparing the time I need to spend with my actual family and my blood, literally the humans I created, and you. And second of all, you trying to tell me I have a problem. That's why when I was Kandi, I was just like, Marlo, stop, right? Stop. I do want to say one thing, right? Really quick. So there was a scene where Marlo was literally talking to her boys. And I want to know, why is Marlo so obsessed? And again, I know we're filming, but why I see Marlo is so obsessed with thinking that like her boys have to struggle to learn responsibility. I'm being serious. It's like, Marlo, I like, it's great that she's providing a great life for her children, but as a culture, not even that, maybe it's social economic, right? Because I think it's Black culture, but maybe people from other cultures might be like, no, it's everybody that grows up poor, right? Why do we fantasize about thinking that our kids have to struggle to learn a lesson? Why do we act like that? You realize you can teach them to be responsible, but instead of working for lunch money, they can be working for Air Jordans. You realize you can keep them focused on goals, but the goal, instead of getting like, I don't know, like monthly, like getting like monthly, like bus money, the goal is for them to work to get like a Ferrari. You realize you can literally implement hard work in people without making them struggle. Because usually, listen, if you have to grow up and you have to struggle, you have to struggle. That's life. But why would you want your children to grow up with a mentality of scarcity? Because that's what you're putting in your kid's head. Marlo operates from a position of scarcity. That's why she attacked so many people. Because in her life, in her mind, there's not abundance. In her mind, there's a finite amount of resources. And if she doesn't get everything, she's going to be left empty handed. When you operate from a position of abundance, it's kind of thing saying, it's fine. I'll get what I deserve. I'll get what I need. There's always going to be enough for me to eat. There's always going to be enough success for me. When you raise your children with that struggle mentality, and listen, I'm not saying I'm not talking about spoiling kids. I'm saying that you can raise them with focus, goals, work ethic. The only thing is their motivation just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So maybe it's a Ferrari. Doesn't mean that they're lazy. Doesn't mean, but it's like, what does literally not having enough to eat teach somebody except for life is cruel, you'll do anything for $1 and all this other stuff? I'm just saying we need to have a talk about that, because there's the thing. Oh, hey, Rim. Thank you for the super chat. Rim said I'll be doing live recaps on RHOA, Real Housewives of Dubai, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe and set notifications on. Ching. Thank you, Rim. Best moderator, right? But listen, I just don't understand. Like, why do we think we got to struggle in order to fight? All my life, I had to fight. No, baby, your kids can have the soft light, but still have work ethic, still be motivated. But it's like you unlocked a superpower because you gave them work ethic, you gave them motivation, but you removed that scarcity mindset that holds so many people down. I'm just saying. Why don't we unlock that final superpower and take away the scarcity mindset and still give them the work ethic? And that's how you raise a beast that's going to conquer. But that's just me. But also, why is Marlo giving all her family business out? Because word on the street is, this is all alleged. So I don't know. I might be spreading gossip. I don't know if this is true or not. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Word on the street is Marlo is the reason her sister's locked up, right? Word on the street. So if you're allegedly the reason your sister got locked up, shouldn't you be taking care of the kids anyway? I mean, isn't that how it goes? But also, why is Marlo telling all the family's business and even those boys' business? I know she's taking care of those boys, but I don't know. I feel weird that like you're making your storyline, their mom was a crack addict and, she had to trick him for $5 and I took the boys in and, oh, what are you going to do? But I want to make sure, because the other day, they ordered 2 Big Macs. And I was just like, what you doing eating 2 Big Macs? You know how much I had to work? It makes me feel uncomfortable with little kids. And again, this is just me. Any kids that are teenagers or whatever, putting their business out on national TV, because kids can be cruel. But that said, Marlo did all this about Kandi and giving away clothes to foster kids, and don't you know, and this, that, and the third. And then at the end of the episode, you said you kicked those little boys out. You kicked those little boys out. You kicked those little boys out. Your flesh and blood, their moms, all this, your Monty, and you literally got in an argument with them and put them out. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe they were wild. I don't know what could cause you to put your adolescent children out. And it really made me sad, because I was like, Marlo, you were in foster care. You knew how it is where people's love was conditional and where you felt like nobody ever embraced you like a child. Because I wouldn't put my child out, right? You wouldn't put your children out. So no matter what they did, literally, they would have to attempt to kill me. And even then, you better go sleep in the backyard. Put that chainsaw down, mister. I'm not joking with you. I literally would be like, you better stop. I would like lock them in the room. Stop trying to kill mommy. But like, all jokes aside, you did all that and then you put them out. Marlo, did you take those boys in for a storyline? I hate to say it. It makes me feel bad. And maybe there's more to the story. But right now, from what I see, and I'm a casual observer, did you put those boys out for a storyline? Did you take them in for a storyline? Because it's giving foster mom vibes right now. A few of my friends actually grew up in foster care, and they actually talked about whenever their foster parents would get mad at them, they would kick them out. Whenever they felt like they weren't acting out. And it was extremely hurtful, because at the end of the day, you knew in your heart, well, if you were my real mom or real dad, odds are you wouldn't have put me out, right? So anyway, right? She said maybe she kicked them out of her room, because I don't want to believe she kicked them. No, she said she kicked them out the house. Girl, Tosh, I know what you're saying. I rewound it. She said she put them out the house, not her room, out the house. She said last night I put them out. I told them to get out. Like, anyway, right? Listen. Here's the thing. I don't think that Marlo would do something that low, but I don't know. 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 Maybe one of the motivations was that because I still don't understand how, when the going got tough, you put them out. I just don't understand that, you know? Listen. Okay, let's get into what else happened, right? Um, oh, hold on. So Monetta was there with Kenya and Kandi. I actually like their chemistry together. Monetta, Kenya, and Kandi. I don't know why. I thought them together was like a really like cute, funny scene. But do you know who the unspoken hero of that scene was? That girl that was running the candle shop. Now, don't get me wrong. I've never done candle making, right? But I've done like, painting of wine and this and that, and those little group activities. Okay, fine. And that girl, I just assume that when you go to a class to learn to do something, and it is supposed to be a social event, right? There's like people are very warm and welcoming personalities. That girl that was making the candles was like, did you get your oils? Did you get two? Sit down. Then she came over glaring at them. Where's your oils? Did you pour it into the wax? Even when the girls were talking, she was just like, you need to focus on the candles. I was like, girl, you are messing up the vibe. Maybe she was trying to act professional, but I was like, I would never go to that candle making thing because you messing up the vibe. I feel like I'm in school trying to talk to my friends and the teachers are going down talking about concentrate. Did you guys get your group project? And it's just like, oh my God, you're messing up the vibe. But you're even worse. At least the teacher, I had to act like I was listening to. Yes, I am that kid that always talks too much, doesn't concentrate on her work, tries to make friends. The teacher would sit me like by her desk, and I was still like, chatty Cathy, right? I would even start talking to the teacher like, oh, you guys, so how long have you been married? What's your husband's name? I was just always interested in everyone. Even the teacher would end up telling me her business because I was just always interested. I love talking to people. But honestly, that woman acted like she was the Gestapo and they were in like Siberia. Supposed to be making, she acted like she was paying them and they were employees. I was just like, girl, you are advertising your business. I'd be like, hi, welcome to candles. Let me smell your candle. Ooh, that smells nice. That's a nice candle. What do you call this? Oh, Candy's pee. You're funny. I would literally be trying to find enjoyment and joy and making it seem like a chill spot where people will want to go and have some drinks and have fun with their kids, right? Listen. Well, here's the problem. I don't think she took them in for a storyline. From watching her Instagram, she really takes good care of the boys. They're dressed and pressed and always eating different dishes. Maybe Michelle Houghton, but I just listen, and I'm not accusing Marlo of saying that, but I am saying that everything on Instagram is fake and I don't believe anything of it. I know for my camera roll, y'all like a picture like, oh, yay, Tisa, you look so pretty, because y'all ain't see the 2000 and I was just like, did you get it? Like, you didn't see the 2,000 pictures before that where my eyes are closed or I'm like, wait, reaching for the camera. But you see that one picture where I just look like right as rain. To me, and as much effort as I put into getting a good shot for my social media, I know for a fact everything on Instagram is fake. It is fake. It is fake. It is fake. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that it's fake in the way it doesn't exist. I'm just saying on Instagram, you cannot accurately judge whether somebody is happy, whether somebody is loved up, whether somebody is being treated good or being treated bad. That's what I'm saying. So emotions that we see on Instagram, I don't know if you love that person. Now, facts don't lie. I can look back on like see clues and stuff. But when you're trying to gauge whether somebody is happy and being treated right, you can't trust Instagram. Like, you can put whatever narrative you want. How many times have we been shocked that people break up and they haven't been living together for the last year? Like, stop. Or kids telling horror stories about their parents. That's all I'm saying, right? Yeah, the candle making team. Listen, you said the candle girl was traumatized. It don't matter. This is your one time for your business to shine and you're on national TV. If you're traumatized, get her out of here. Go back to the bench. Let's get a new player. Like, this is the business. So she might be traumatized, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I just don't think it was good for the business, right? I would have been like, get out of here, right? Woo! Slay CJ, what's up? And welcome to your 7th month anniversary on the Tattletales. How you doing? I can't see people's anniversaries. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the live screen to scroll through and see if I can't get the anniversary. Can I find that? So anyway, while I'm looking to see whose anniversary it is, because I can't see anything on the live. Hold on. How do I get the live view? Hold on. Here we go. Let's see who's up. Really quick, guys. I'm just going to take a second and say, okay, so that was Monetta. Monetta took it like it is. Monetta has such good, wait. Okay. Monetta has such good energy, like such amazing energy. Just so good. Like Monetta has such good energy. Slay CJ, what's up? For your anniversary. Who else's anniversary? Am I missing anybody else? I see Rem. Thank you so much. Okay. Monetta has such good energy. I love her energy. I think she's a great addition. I would really like to be a housewife. You know who else's energy I like? Sanya. I think Sanya has she's a really good fit. And she literally has, right? Yeah, Zara, I will do some. I was just actually asking somebody for advice. You guys, there's 570 people here, 507. Can you hit that like button? It really does help me move up in the algorithm. Come on, it's YouTube. You know how it works. I'm gonna keep begging. So come on, what we doing? Come on. Y'all really gonna have me out here begging? I mean, don't get me wrong, I will beg, but you know, I love Sanya's energy. She fits in seamlessly. You know what I love about Sanya? She's very real. Now, I know she's on reality TV and she ain't showing everything, but it feels authentic to me. The conversation she had with her husband, it felt authentic. Even the way Sanya shared, which I think a lot of women might go through, where she basically had kids to make her husband happy. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure she loves her children, but her husband's the one that really wants kids. And now he wants a second kid. And she's trying to say, I don't want to do it while you're away because you're the reason I'm even having this kid. And he's like, but I'm away to support my family. And she's like, yeah, but maybe we kept the family we have. You wouldn't have to be away so much because I don't want to do it on my own, even though I have my mom and my dad and all these people around. I'm giving you another child because I love you and I want you to be happy. But if you're not around me, then I'm taking on this whole responsibility and I don't even get the gains. And honestly, she just loves her husband and wants him around. Their relationship is so real. The family's so real. Sanya is so likable. I love the way she doesn't back down. I love the way she like, hey, Jamie, thank you so. Oh, Jamie Gonzalez, what's up? Oh, thank you. You said I dig your content. Face game never declines. Thank y'all. It's just the lighting, but thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Oh, also, Sweet Sugar Cane. Shout out to you for your 6-month anniversary. Shout out to Sweet Sugar Cane for your 6-month anniversary. But like all jokes aside, I really love Sanya. She was such a great addition to the show, like such a great addition. Let's get through this. She by Sheree. This is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll drop the drop-in link. Dropped it by Drew. You know what? Sanya said it made sense, and so did Kenya. Now it all makes sense, don't it? First of all, is Drew lying about getting a BBL? Because let me tell you something. I still got my pandemic 25. It was 15. Now it's 20. Now it's 25. I still got my pandemic weight on me. And I am the queen of tying a shirt around my waist, hoping like y'all don't see that little extra pinch right there, right? Drew said is Drew lying about having a mommy makeover? We've seen Drew's stomach in the past. You cannot tell me Drew's stomach was bigger back then than it is now. And I don't mean that Drew is like, I'm not saying that Drew is fat or anything like that. I'm just saying that Drew is shaped like an apple, and that's cool. But where's the mommy makeover? Because how? Because you haven't gained weight and you're the same size. Is Drew lying about having a mommy makeover? And I get the fact that she's lying about drop it like Drew, which I'm glad that they actually Drew bought them to the real persons that's doing it, because that was actually inspirational. The way you saw all those people being so positive and empowering and really pushing each other to reach their goals. I need a workout team like that, right? But I love that aspect of it. And then it seemed real. And then you saw the success stories. And then you saw the woman that did drop it by Drew. And in the way Sanya and Kenya and everybody's like, okay, now this makes sense. Okay, so this is a real thing. And the girl was smart and just ventured with Drew and said, boom, can we collab? And you put your name on it. Okay, fine. I don't know how much that woman's paying Drew, but why couldn't Drew goddamn drop the Twinkies for 2 weeks? So at least she lost a little weight. So this would look a little bit more authoritative. Like, imagine if the producers had cut out them going to the gym. Imagine that we would have been like, I ain't doing dropping like Drew. If anything, I'm probably going to gain 20 more pounds. I just can't. Drew just thinks everyone's stupid, but this lets us know Drew's a pathological liar. She is a pathological liar. You know what makes people a pathological liar to me? It's not the fact that you lie. Fine, right? So what, right? You told a lie. That's not a pathological liar. To me, a pathological liar is somebody that lies even when the dots don't connect. It's someone that lies even when you're like, that is impossible. It's someone, pathological liar will come and be like, yo, what's up? Why are you so late? Yo, I was just coming back from the moon. My bus was coming from Mars. Then we got to swing by Jupiter. And I'm like, oh my God. And you're looking at them like, you are a pathological liar. Like, you lie about things that are just not possible. You lie about things that our eyes can tell us that's impossible. You are a pathological liar. Drew is insane. She is insane. Literally showing up to drop it by Drew, tying something around her waist. You got the same body you had last season, and it wasn't nothing wrong with your body, but you got the same body you had last season. You telling us you got a mommy makeover and you dropped it like Drew? Please, 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 Drew, stop it. Okay, so listen, let's drop this call in link. I've ran my mouth long enough. Wanna call in? Listen, also, because my video line is what do you call it? Because my video line is what I swear English is my native language. I've been listening to so many people all day don't speak English. I'm like, what's the word? Because my video line is not, it's a weak signal, right? There we go. English unite. Is a weak signal. You can call in, but we're just going to hear your voice. So we're just going to do audio for everybody. All right. Let's get this going. There is the link. You guys don't all run in at once. Ooh. I know y'all gonna let that link sit there for like 2 hours, and then finally somebody is gonna call in, probably my faves, but go on. But yeah, and also Marlo is so nosy. When Todd and them ran out and she's like, yo, something going on. Even though I understand it, girl, get that screen time. But you know what they say, all screen time ain't good screen time. Marlo is a hustler. Marlo has built an empire out of nothing. I give it to her, and she is a survivor. I just hope Marlo knows what she's doing. We already know Sheree don't know what she's doing, but I really honestly do hope that Marlo knows what she is doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, let's add some people to the stream. Betty, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Let's see. Are you there, Betty?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, Mama? How are you doing? Okay.
Hey, piece of girl. Happy to see your beautiful face. So
Okay.
really quick, I just wanted to give you a little bit. I'm not sure if you know any of Sheree's background, but Sheree was on Iyanla Banzat.
Okay.
And Iyanla actually showed us exactly what Sheree's problem is. Sheree is one of those girls, she doesn't want to do anything. She just wants to look nice, have money, have all the things, but she doesn't want to put any work in to do any of that stuff. And that's pretty much her deal. She married.
Here's the thing. I know girls like that, but they still knew you had to do the basic. You don't want to do anything? Okay, find a man that loves you not doing anything except laying around the house in pretty lingerie. Oh, sorry. Except laying around the house in pretty lingerie and minding your business. When he comes home, minding the business that pays you, which is him. So I get it. She wants to be a kept woman. I don't listen.
It's
I'll just
not,
say this.
sorry to cut you off, sis. It's not
What?
even the kept woman thing, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that either.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not even that. Sheree is literally just a girl that wants like stuff to just happen for her, and she wants other people to do it for her. She wants to marry into money. She wants to have the assistant that does everything for her, but doesn't pay the assistant. She wants to go shopping somewhere, and then when the bill comes, look around like who's gonna pay this? Like she's that kind of girl, like seriously. And even with her house, with what was going on with her house, she wasn't
Mm.
paying the contractors because she was just expecting them to just do that because her face card never declines. Like, hey, it's me, I'm Sheree. Do this, build my house, and don't worry about me paying you. I'm gonna give it to you when I can because hey, I'm Sheree. You supposed to be just doing this stuff for me because I'm me. Why don't you just do it? I
So,
deserve this.
so how did Ayana like expose that? I'm actually interested to know.
Well, it has been a while since I watched that episode, but Iyanla was
Yeah.
basically trying to get her to come out and say like what's your purpose? Like what is your purpose in this world? Who are you? And she had no answer for that. Like legit no answer. All she
Really?
can say is that she wants to be successful. So Iyanla's like, how are you going to be successful? What skills do you have to get your success going? She has no answer for that.
Really?
Iyanla drug her, girl. Iyanla showed us who Sheree was.
Ayana loves dragging people. I'll say if she'd ask me, what's your purpose? I would like the soft life. How are you going to get it? I don't know. That's part of the soft life, life unfolds. It's kind of like, it's a definition.
Honestly, I was shocked to see that Sheree was like a grown ass lady who basically didn't know who she was. That was really shocking to me.
Well, that's the thing with Tyrone. I will agree with you. I mean, I didn't see the episode, but what you're saying actually makes a lot of sense because that's the way she acts with Tyrone. Like she is on a sinking ship and she is on grabbing hold to the one life raft she can get, even though it got holes in it and fix a flat and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, funny thing you said that too. Word on the street is in Atlanta that Sheree don't want to pay. Everybody's tired of her not paying. Contractors, glam, everything. But people keep lining up. But that's the thing with Sheree, which I don't understand. And you're right. That's, you know what? This has to be right because that's the only thing that explains how you got all this opportunity, but you refuse to do anything with it. The effort you put into having a fashion show with fashions, you could have put that effort into starting your online boutique, doing something. Even when she was off, you've gotten kicked off of Housewives so many times. There's enough time to wake you up, unless, like you said, you don't want to wake up. And one thing my dad always told me, when someone's stupid and they're at a big age, stay away from them because my dad said, "Do you know how hard you have to work to be grown and still doing stupid stuff? That is willful ignorance. It's willful oblivion.
Yes.
Life makes you get smarter and grow and learn. To stay that stupid and ignorant, it's like they're a dangerous person because they have fought to stay
Oh
that
my God, girl,
stupid.
you said a word. I'm snapping over
Yeah.
here. Yes.
And they will take you down and destroy heaven, hell, and earth just to remain stupid because that's their thing. So it's like people like that scare me. Like my dad told me, stay away from them. They fought for this ignorance and they will
That's
destroy
exactly
you.
what Iyanla said. Iyanla said she's full of rage and she needs to address that. That's what Iyanla said about her, that she's a woman who was full of rage and mad at the world.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. But who's she mad at?
Who knows? I think she's just this girl who feels like I deserve everything. She has this like idea of herself and she just feels like I deserve, but she doesn't want to do the work. She doesn't feel like she should put any work into getting the things that she deserves. It's
She said,
weird.
what?
This is this weird, like oxymoronic kind of atmosphere that she's living in. And it's again, I'm really sad to see that she's still like this. I thought that she grew. I'm thinking that maybe she's, did some self reflection and changed her ways, but it's looking like she's the exact same person that we met 15 years ago, and that's sad.
Yeah, that is sad. There's no growth. Now, what's up, EHC Bunny says Sheree has a doctorate from Trinity College. Listen, okay. I mean, listen, Sheree's still stupid. House of Glam says stay away from stupid people. I'm glad that she can read a book, go to things. Again, lots of people sit there and try to impress, not you, easy, buddy. Please don't take this dark for you. A lot of people sit there and try to impress people by letting them know the letters behind their name. You know what I'm saying? MD, JD, all that other stuff. And letting like, oh, I'm studied and I'm a student of this and that. Once you actually get that shit on your own, you realize, shut up. There were a million dumb people in my class. We all know doctors only need a C to pass, a low C. We all know lawyers. Like, shut up. Once you start getting those letters behind your name, you're just like, man, shut up. And you're still an idiot. Because I know people I went to school with that are idiots. I have letters behind my name. Then I'm still like, and half the class were stupid. Sheree, it's something about a stupidity that comes once you start getting a certain age where true intelligence is the ability, like you said, Betty, to actually grow and like mentally, spiritually.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, but you know, another thing is, now that you say it, part of growth, I just realized as you get older, is having the wherewithal or courage or just exhaustion to actually let go of your past. That's literally the key to growing. You gotta find a way to just let that shit go. Sometimes it just exhausts you and you're like, okay, I'm dead. Fine, I'll let it go. But you gotta let that shit go in order to grow and evolve. And Sheree is just like, but you know what? She's still that same person that, and not to drag her, it's just sad because we see so much for Sheree. You know, that's the thing. Like my daddy always said too, right? When you, if like my dad said, if I thought that you were stupid or a waste of time or weren't capable, I would just let you be and be like, kiss you in the head and be like, you're so cute. Come here, pretty eyes. I know you're capable of more. I see the greatness in you. It would literally, when you don't care about someone is when you just let them be. When you care about that person and you see their greatness, you push them to go toward their greatness. And like with Sheree, we see her greatness and what she's capable of. But it's like with Bob, she fought for that settlement. She spent it all. And then she thought Phaedra was going to come back and get more money. And it was just such a mess. Poor Sheree. Poor Sheree. But really quick, Nikki, why don't you jump in? What are you thinking about all this? Nikki? Is Nikki still here?
Hi.
Hey, Nikki, what's going on? You had me confused. I'm like, am I alive? Hey, Nikki, what's going on?
How you doing? Yes, I totally agree with the first caller, what she said about Sheree, because I saw that episode of Young Fixing My Life too.
Okay.
And she pretty much said everything what she's doing on the show.
Now, what do you think Sheree could do to turn things around for her right now and on this season or just in her life?
Stop being a follower and stop being a puppet. That's what she's being at this point.
Sheree is a puppet, but now from what you and Betty tell me and what Ayanna said, yeah, I guess this goes into her not wanting to put any work in. Because some people follow because they truly believe, but some people follow just because it's easier. They don't have to use their own mind.
Yeah,
you know?
She likes to ride people's coattails. Yeah, that's what she likes to do. That's her claim to fame in her mind. Like, I'm just going to get next to someone who's going to do it all for me. Because I'm like this queen. I'm a princess. I don't have to do nothing.
But she always liked to ride for the wrong team.
Because she has no discernment. But you know what part of the thing is when you get older? What is discernment instead of falling on your face? Like, that is discernment. Why do I have discernment? Because I took an L before. And now I know don't walk in that lake with crocodiles. How do I know? Not to try to fly from a tree. I'm going to try to fly from a tree. Fall on my face and now I know.
Yeah.
Sheree, that's why we forgive little kids and even people in their 20s and 30s for not having discernment because you're still learning. But at this big age, Sheree doesn't even know who to follow because Sheree's never tried to do it on her own. So she doesn't even know where the con is coming from or who is weak because she doesn't know what it looks like. That makes so much sense. Wow, Sheree.
Yeah.
I got to ask y'all also, and this is a link for anybody coming in. What do y'all think about Marlo this season? Oh, that's a good one. Lily said that's why Sheree wants to bring Kandi down.
She's doing too much.
Than Kandi. Go on, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Nikki.
I said she's doing too much. I understand you want to make Kandi work for her check or whatever, but do it when it's warranted.
Definitely do it. Hey, B, what's going on, Mama?
and not make up stuff out of your mind.
Yes, exactly. You guys, just to let you know, I don't have the Abbies on the screen because my signal is so weak where I'm at right now. So I just want to make sure that at least we can get the audio in. Now, I have a question for everyone. This is the call-in link. What is everybody's thoughts on the Drop It Like Drew? Here's the thing with producers. Is Drew supposed to be comedic relief? Maybe that's it. They knew that Drew was going to play herself, so they let her come in and be like, "Oh, Drop It by Drew. Wow, you lost 20 pounds. You look great. Let's get a close up on your
I think yes, and also to do so for a storyline as well too. Because she knows she gotta bring it for a second season.
That's true, but Sheree's never guaranteed a second season. That's the only thing. It's like, Sheree's that person that like they live with their boyfriend. Their boyfriend kicks them out. They get an apartment. The boyfriend says, "All right, you can come out." They give up their lease. The boyfriend kicks them out again. They just keep going back. Like every time you go to this dude, he keeps kicking you back out when he feels like it. Don't give up your lease for the apartment. And they giving up the lease again. Betty, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think this is an acting gig for her, and she just has a meeting with her people every day. They about to take like, what scene we gonna put on today? That's how I feel about Drew. I'm a little bit over her. I think she put her foot in the mouth with that Drop It with Drew stuff because you lied, girl. But at this point, I'm just so used to it because I feel like Drew is just a wild card. Like we never know what show she's about to put on. We just gotta buckle in, put your seatbelt on and just see what we about to go on. What ride we about to go on with Drew?
I love that. I want to see what's going on. And that's the thing. When somebody was saying about like, "Oh my God, I love this character," they just be starting mess. That doesn't work long term because Betty, I feel you when you're like, I'm starting to get fatigued. Like she talks and you're just like, whatever, girl. Anyway, so
yeah, it's tired now. It's like, okay, you know what?
It's exhausting.
It's tired.
Wait, this is a good one. Thank you so much, Robert. Yo, what did you think about Kenya? Kenya said, "I ain't never letting anybody do to me what Mark did." Kenya is literally standing in her power this season when she was like, "Don't put your hand." I was just like, okay. What did y'all think of that and the Kenya and Marlo situation? Who do you think was responsible? And what did you think about Kenya getting Buck?
Well,
I think yes, I think it's I think she was triggered by Marlo as well as Mark.
Definitely.
Because she let Marlo, because she like it boiled over when it came to Marlo, because she let Marlo run her mouth so much, and she kind of took it.
So you think it's the history that just bubbled up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I do think. Yeah, look at she.
And also,
triggered.
And also, Marlo was charging at her too.
Well, that was weird. Marlo was
almost. That was weird.
That was because it's still Marlo was like a few inches away from her face, and I see why Kenya was like back up now. Like if the hand is right here, back up. But I will give it to Kenya. She kept her composure. She definitely kept her composure because. We've all been young. We've all been in fights or close to. Having to do like this, eventually, how long before it turns into a like, I told you to back up, right?
Yeah.
So kudos to Kenya for, even though she did actually turning around and disengaging, because Kenya got a lot of control of her emotions. Because I don't know at that point if I would have been able to disengage, right? But then Marlo went chasing after her like, girl, what are you doing? It was a mess.
Here's a little tea about Kenya. I think a lot of people forget because Kenya puts on a good like public image thing. Kenya is from Detroit, okay? Number one, Kenya is a pageant girl. That world is cutthroat, okay? Kenya has been in the industry for a while now, and I just feel like Kenya does know how to navigate conflict. And she knows how to move in spaces where she knows everybody's against her, where there's jealousy. I just feel like Kenya knows how to navigate that stuff. And that's what's actually made her do well on the show, because she does have that self-control. She knows what to do and what not to do. And she can kind of like control herself in the moment and when she's in conflict. I think a lot of people might forget that about Kenya because, girl, that's a pageant girl. You guys, pageant girls are not as nice as they look.
You know what?
Yeah.
Girl, you hit it on the head. Kenya knows how to be a consummate professional because from the stories I've heard of pageant girls, the treachery, all this, they will be rolling around on the ground all day fighting. The fact that you still got to just like keep it moving, put a smile on, and still perform. And let's not forget that Marlo actually, I think, grabbed. Thank you, Nubian Queen. Grabbed Marlo. Marlo either put her hand on Kenya's arm or grabbed Kenya's wrist. It was one of those, maybe even both. So Kenya, but again, like you said, pageant world. Kenya was like, "I'm disengaging. You're not taking me out." Again, that's what always shocked me. I'm not going to bring up the past, but I am saying it always shocked me the way everybody thought that it was a perfectly acceptable response that a grown woman, namely Portia, literally dragged somebody across the stage because they were using a bullhorn and a scepter. It was just weird to me. And everybody's just like, oh my God. And I'm like, does anybody have any real jobs? Does anybody like what? In what world? Like, even if you are in the club and somebody's in your face, well, I don't feel like getting arrested this weekend. I'm just going to go. You know, it's just weird. It's weird. And I was like, maybe I'm the only person that's just like, I'm not trying to get arrested. I don't even want to try to talk to the police. I'm just going to go disengage. So yeah. Marlo has, Michelle, thank you so much. Marlo has thrown a lot of low blows at Kenya. She talked about her marriage and her body. She tried to trigger her. So, listen, the Mark stuff was really, really low blow, especially the way Kenya opened up. And everybody basically knows that Kenya was in an emotionally abusive relationship, right? This stuff about this, her being weak, and also like the shame that comes from an emotionally abusive relationship where, you know, you had to deal with the shame and make peace with yourself that you let somebody else treat you like that. You know what I'm saying? And to throw that, but Marlo's good for low blows because nothing's going to be lower than that's why your mom didn't want you, or, you know.
That's all she do is do low blow. You know what else? I love when production was being shady with Marlo. When Marlo said, "Oh, I don't talk about nobody's mom, parents, or children, or husband," and they rolled the tape back.
And it was like 2 minutes ago.
No, listen. Well, I gotta ask everybody, you guys right here, and also I want to know everybody in the chat. What do you rank this episode, and what are you ranking this season? I don't care what anyone says. This season is delivering. Now, listen, nothing's perfect. I do have my issues with the camera angles. I feel like they don't make Real Housewives of Atlanta look elegant the way they make Real Housewives of Beverly Hills look elegant. I don't know why they choose that thing. But there's always something like the way they film it from an aesthetic point of view. It's like closed in, almost a little vulgar. Like, can you take a breath and open it up? Let's see some background, you know? But nothing's perfect, but I will say, I think this season is such a strong season. Even now, the drama is so good. I even love the way, even though Marlo and Sheree were tripping, the way Kandi got upset, the scene ended, and then they met up again later. They were cursing at each other under their breath, but they met up again later, and it was just like, hey, what's up? So it's like, yeah, like, okay, at least there is like, it's not that hateful thing. What do y'all think about this? It's the lighting is heavier. Is that what it is? They need to fix the light. So what do y'all think?
It looked like to me they trying to do the lighting like they do in Potomac.
But Potomac look low budget to me though. That's the only thing. Well, I believe that
like the lighting is kind of reminding me of the Potomac lighting a little bit.
Definitely. Red lipstick. I'm sorry, what's that?
I ain't like the way how Marlo walks past Kandi either, but then you want to be friends.
Yeah.
Marlo was doing so much. It's so uncomfortable and cringy. I'm like, Marlo, girl, somebody needs to tap her on the shoulder. Like, girl, what are you doing? I don't hate Marlo. I do think that there's a thing about Marlo that she is going to be good for TV when it comes to the show, but she needs to understand Marlo is teen too much. And she has to grow up. That's another one that, girl, you are not the little girl in foster care anymore. You've made it. You are on TV. Relax, calm down. Let us like you for who you are. Stop doing all this extra stuff, Marlo. You look like a clown.
She does, but I do have to say this though. I know she looks like a clown, but I think that like Marlo, I don't know. I'm just saying, did Nene have a point? Remember how Nene kept, but then again, everybody says Nene keeps people from eating. So I don't even think that Nene saw the writing on the wall that she couldn't trust Marlo. Because if that's the case, she wouldn't have kept Marlo around for 9 seasons. I completely agree with you. Marlo is doing team too much. She's doing team too much. It's like, and I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I love Marlo on the show. I definitely think she should have got impeached. It just like it really, I don't know, it unsettles me when I see people wearing their pain. It really unsettles me. Like, and again, like my dad always said, you think that hurt people are like, oh my God, come here. But it's like a wounded puppy, a wounded dog. They will attack you, they will bite you. Like, you want to help wounded people, but part of you is just like, let me stay away from you until you get your shit together, right? It's just, it is what it is. So listen, let's ask this, right? What do you think about I had a question here. What do you think about the Marlo Kandi thing? This is the last thing I want to ask you guys. Do you think that Kandi that Marlo and Sheree have any type of point? And I want to hear from you guys in the audience too. I'll drop the call-in link. Oh, thank you, B. Drop the call-in link too. But do you guys think in any way that they have any type of any merit to what they are actually saying?
No.
Not really. Sorry.
Marlo is just, I don't understand what she's doing right now. I just don't get it. I get it, but then I don't get it. It's like, why don't you wait for a moment where this could make sense, Marlo? Wait for it. You were just like, it's like you want to play all your cards all at once, and it's just so obvious. You want to take little jabs at Kandi. Now, this is where you go and read from the book of Nene, because Nene knew her timing. Nene understands comedic timing. And she knew when to throw jabs and when to do all that stuff, and it would land every time. But you're just creating these awkward moments when you're just gonna trash somebody, and we don't even know why. Nobody's even know why you're doing it. What happened? Like, was a scene cut out? What is going on, Marlo? It's so weird. And I honestly feel bad for Kandi, because I could see Kandi looking for like an authentic conflict here to resolve. And it's like, Kandi, this girl is literally just waking up in the morning and just making up things and making up reasons to argue with you. Like, please don't let this get to you, sis.
Betty, say it again. That's exactly what's going on. Kandi is literally genuinely like, I'm confused. You said you wanted an apple. Here's an apple. And Marlo's like, B, you know I'm allergic. I only eat oranges. And Candy's like, here's some oranges. And she's like, where's the carrots, Kandi? It's just like, you're right. Yeah. Kandi is genuinely trying to resolve. And Marlo is just like...
Marlo is like spinning. She just keeps spinning it. Like, she just keeps spinning and twirling. It's like, oh, damn, Candy's addressing this. Let me bring something else up. And it's like, girl, this is like a madhouse right now. What is going on?
And Marlo is used to being in toxic relationships too.
You know what? Marlo needs to talk more about her relationships. Girl, who are you? Tell us. We know you was in foster care, but tell us more. Tell us about those guys you was dating. Come on, Marlo. This is such a missed opportunity. We've all been so fascinated.
Well, not even talking about like with their man. I'm talking about like friendships and stuff. Because she has this mentality like, yeah, we can miss each other, but we can get back to where we were at.
I don't think so. That's the one thing. I don't think so. I feel like, I honestly do feel like, I don't think so. I think that Marlo, as a survival instinct, is very, very good at being fake and phony. Very, very good. She reminds me of like, sometimes you have that mean aunt that she's talking about you like a dog in her head, and you walk in and it's just like, oh, Tisa, you look so pretty. Oh, look at you showing those legs. And when you leave, they're gonna be like, look at her walking in here looking like a HOE. Who wears a skirt that short? Like, they're ripping you apart, right? Marlo, genuinely, I think she just no. Marlo genuinely doesn't like half these girls. I think Marlo's super sensitive. I think she thinks she has reasons not to like them. And no matter what, she's just good at playing fake. But whenever anger even comes up a little bit, it all goes away. And she's like, that's why your mom ain't like you. That's why this, Kandi, this. Yeah, Marlo's just good at being fake. That's all.
Yeah, no, Marlo's insecure. I think now at this point it's pretty clear. Like she's an insecure girl. And that's kind of unfortunate because again, you're grown. Like you were supposed to be working through this stuff already, sis. Like you focus on the wrong things. Why are you so insecure, Marlo?
Is she insecure or do you guys, okay, I just want to get everybody's opinion. She's definitely insecure, but do you think that like at the end of the day, I've never seen such a clear-cut case of jealousy as that. You're mad that like it seems like the more Kandi grows as like a new job, and then like she walks in the house and people are like, but you didn't make me milk. It's just like, I don't know. It just seems like you guys are mad that that Kandi is actually doing stuff and growing and glowing. So you guys are trying to make it seem like this whole like you're not, and that whole you're not a good thing, Sheree. We're literally making a plot line that somebody didn't call to comfort you over Tyrone. Like this is the plot. Okay, girl. You know, and Candy's just like, I thought you knew you were being stupid. Okay, next time I'll check in. I don't know.
And also, Sheree never really been a friend to Kandi anyway, so.
What you mean?
She never really gave like her track record is not that good.
Her track record is not that good. You know what? Really quick, Nerva, you make a good point. You said Marlo stitched up just like Portia. That
I was just reading that comment. Yes.
Yeah. She said Marlo promised she was going to tell us. I'm sorry, just like Portia, who promised us she was going to tell us how she fell in love with that man. She made us watch her show, and we came out confused and dizzy. We're being scammed. You know what, Nerva? And to your point, Betty and Nikki, that is completely right. Because when I think about it, you're not telling us anything about who you dated, this, that, and the third, but you're using your nephews as a storyline and late archive. And you're fine to tell the nephew story, but Marlo, and again, we get the nephew story, like it's as plain as day, but can you let us know a little bit about what you do, how you came up, who you date, where your money comes from? We are genuinely interested. So
because we still don't know, sis, and even the other girls on the show don't know. It's like, and it's a big mystery.
Yes, but a fun mystery. So it's like,
get into it.
It's just like, you know, it's like the real life version of like, Tommy, like, do you have a job? Like, come on. And this is who she did promise this season that she was going to show everything, but you literally just got your nephew. And again, I'm not implying that Marlo's using her nephews for a storyline. I am saying that if she put them out the house, what is going on? Because the curtains aren't matching the drapes. What? Do you see what I'm saying? Their mom, everybody adapted them. That's your life goal now, Monty. And then y'all get into a bad argument and you put them out the house. And these are not grown men. These are still little boys.
Little boys, yeah.
This is 14 years old. How do you put a 14-year-old out that you know their mom is on substance abuse, can't do this, and the rest of the family, according to you, is so fractured? They basically only have you. What? Where did you send them? I don't know. That was crazy. It's like, Marlo, if what you're saying is true, what you did is messed up. I wouldn't even admit that stuff. I'd have been on the phone, be like, yeah, I know. Listen, yes, I'll give you extra ice cream and we can eat lobster 2 times a week. Can you just get back here? Like the cameras are going to be here in 20 minutes. Hurry up, Marlo. I would have been literally, it's like, because it's like, this looks so bad, like something. And when
it's like watching a car crash, like it's like watching a car about to fall off the side of a cliff, and you're just like, stop, and they don't hear you, and you just got to stand there and watch them fall off the cliff. That's what I feel is happening with Marlo right now.
Exactly.
I wish somebody would just tap her on the shoulder and be like, sis, you know you don't got to do this, right?
Well, Marlo's an Aquarius. You can't, when Aquarius think they're right, you can't tell them anything. They are a fixed air sign, stubborn as all get out. You cannot tell them that they are doing the wrong thing. But I will say with that, I agree with you. It is a car crash. But even from a logistical standpoint, you like, I'm giving a storyline, right? It's like me saying like, oh my God, I'm so happy in love, engaged, I'm getting married. And then like, you know, he's like out on the street and I'm throwing the stuff out the window. Like, can you please just keep it together? Like, why? What happened that she put those boys out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sheree was so concerned. Like, what?
You're like, wait, what? No, that's so concerning. But I'm trying my best to like hold my outrage until the episode because I'm hoping that maybe this is just some kind of bait or maybe she was joking. Maybe there'll be some twist to it because I really don't want to believe that she kicked those poor boys out.
I don't
believe
either.
it.
Even if it was for a night, unless maybe she did it, let's wait because there has to be more. ECH Bunny said Marlo wanted to talk about the rappers Kenya dated but couldn't bag. Marlo forgot none of those old crusty millionaires married her either. That's the one thing I want to say about when people bag on Kenya. Kenya was that girl, right? But not even that. Has anybody ever dated rappers, ball players, sports players, actors, billionaires? I don't know why, and maybe because most people haven't. I don't know. I don't know why we're not sitting here acting like 95% of those men are horrible. Horrible. 95% of those men, the actors, the rappers, the ball players, the guys with like deep, deep pockets, to be with them would be a jail sentence. They are horrible. Besides being able to buy you whatever you want, 95% of them are horrible, and they're surrounded by yes men that will do everything they want. So it's kind of like, because Kenya didn't end up with someone that was a mess, okay, that was somebody else's mess. I just don't, I want to normalize saying the same way you can go out and date and 95% of those people you date aren't ish. Now imagine if they got money so that everybody's just like, yay, great job. It's like, I don't know. It's like dating. But, with Kenya, with Marlo, like you said, Marlo doesn't want to tell us about any of the millionaires. She probably has NDAs. I mean, if she's messing around with people on that level, I'm pretty sure they had to sign an NDA, right?
Yeah, and she has been on TV for a while now, so she probably does have to sign those. That's a good point, Lisa. That's a really good point. But here's the thing, though, about Kenya, really quick. Kenya has been in the industry for a long time. If Kenya was slinging her beautiful chocolate self all loosey goosey, we would have been heard about this. There are blogs that pay for stories like this. Let's be real, guys. Kenya has been in this industry for years, and we barely have any stories about who Kenya has dated, who she's been with. You guys really feel like some guy wouldn't come out with a story like, yeah, Kenya used to be my little hoe, my little thought. Like, nobody has stories like that about Kenya. Give respect where it's due. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
That's how I feel too. But I also think that Kenya lets them get away with it because Kenya, I feel like Kenya, Claudia, all those girls that were like, popping, they still are popping, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even the Drew Sidoras, like, it used to be in the community very, very closed-minded against women that were beautiful and popular and thing where if you talk to more than one guy, oh my God, you the biggest hoe in the room, right? So things have a lot, but I feel like Kenya's mindset is still stuck into it. And I think that's why she's stuck with Mark so long. Because she feels like her mindset is like, you with one man and that's it. Where now I'm like, I mean, you know me, I'm the minute it's like, yes, Lori Harvey, live your life. Like, give it back as good as you get it. But I think that's what Kenya's problem. Even like the way about someone yelling, Kenya got a fake booty. And one of you guys said, to your point, but they all do. So what are y'all doing? But the thing is, for some reason, when they yelled at Kenya, it really bothers her. And I really wish she could be like, and it's still sitting higher and better and tighter than yours. Do you want my doctor's name? And I don't know if Kenya got a fake beauty, but if that was me, I'd be like, and do you want my doctor's name? Do you want my doctor's name? Maybe you can work on your face too. I would be dragging. But it's kind of like they keep hitting her in places where she seems to hold shame, and there's no reason to. But maybe that's just, I don't know. That booty is a sore spot for her. It's like whether it's everybody on this cast got a fake booty. Like if I did, and so what is your okay? So yeah.
I agree with you. I feel like Kenya to me has always seemed like an uptight person. She always seemed like a girl who's very anal about her image and what people have to say about her and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, girl, let your hair down, be free.
But I think it's a generation thing though, because honestly, I remember in like the Black gossip blogs, if they saw a woman date more than 2 people in her lifetime, she was the biggest HOWE in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's also our culture. Like we're starting to loosen up, but I definitely think at that time, I do remember like if you even got divorced and you were on a date with more than 2 people in 3 years, you were the biggest hoe in the world. Look at the way Lori Harvey They can literally maybe name 4 or 5 people she dated in the last 5 years, and they trying to drag her and call her the biggest hoe in the world. It's like, are you serious? So yeah, but maybe it is jealousy. That's how they control, right? EHC Bunny said, true, I dated NFL players, and most of them were drug addicted maniacs. Ladies, stay woke. Stay woke. When people are like, oh, you ain't get one of those, you never dated one, because listen. Okay, so moving forward, final closing thoughts. You guys, really quick, let me know, what did you rank this episode? Don't forget to next week, 9 o'clock, we are going live again, but I think the girls are back. I actually love Kandi being the center of this, because unlike Nene and unlike Portia, and don't get me wrong, Kenya was good too. So I'll put her in the Kandi pile. But I love the way that Kandi is in the hot seat. It's the world against Kandi, and Candy's holding it down. She's giving the drama. She's pushing back. And I love the way she actually shows up to the next scene and at least will be cordial to everyone. Like, yeah, what's up? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Portia couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Nene couldn't do that. Kenya did that. I will say that. That Bolo year where they tried, or Portia tried to come to Kenya, and it was everybody against Kenya. Kenya held her own too. She held her own too. So yeah, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of the season so far?
I like this season a lot.
I like the season too. I would give it a 9.
I would too.
Yeah, I'm around an 8 or a 9 too. I'm actually very excited for Monyetta. I've watched her on TV before. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And like you said, her energy is so good. Like, I feel like the show is like changed now just with her energy now in this cast. So I can't wait to see the episodes with her going forward. Like, I'm here for this season. I am. I'm here for it.
Betty, you are literally reading my mind. Monyetta has such a high vibration. She makes everything more, and honestly, it's that missing link between Kandi and Kenya. Like, it just makes, like, even the group scenes were like, this is fun. Even the way Monyetta was so skilled at like being what you want that middle person to be. The way that she was like, Kandi, what she do to you? Kandi was like, well, she said this and that. And then Monyetta was like, girl, you almost had me. Like, it was just such a light, funny scene.
Yeah, it's a good energy. It is.
Good energy. And Kenya and Kandi. What's that, Nikki?
Yeah, and I like how she had Candy's back at the Drop It with Drew.
I love that. You know, I love a loyal person. I'm real big on that. But she had Candy's back. I really just Monyetta, but the energy she brings.
But you can tell her when she's wrong too.
Yes. And the energy she brings, it's not a confrontational energy. She had Candy's back without getting confrontational with the ladies. It was literally just like a protective friend. Like, nobody took offense to it. I don't know. Monyetta has good energy. I think she's a really good addition to the show. I think she should actually, we'll wait to see. But even for right now, it's like, I would really, really enjoy really enjoy her coming on as a housewife permanently. Sanya, 100% stay. Drew. Drew. Anyway, I was gonna say she could be demoted to a friend
because they needed that. Yeah, because Kandi needed that friend too. Since Cynthia's gone, you needed that third person.
Yeah, but Drew, I will say one thing. Drew, her crazy energy. Was like, do we need it on the show? Let's see. I did like, again, Kenya, Kandi, and Monyetta. I thought they were the 3 musketeers. I really like the energy. And Sanya blends in seamlessly with them. So those 4, it's like, good, you have this group. Drew, Sheree, and Marlo. Sheree and Marlo got to get it together. They really are acting like Cinderella's evil stepsisters. Like, it's just a ball of negativity. Like, damn, can anything be happiness? Like, come on. You know? So.
Oh my God, Batista, remember when Marlo and Kenya was arguing, right? And Sheree was right there, like, like right behind Marlo, like, yeah, I saw what. And then she went out and was like, Kenya, you okay? You girl, don't be so upset. I'm just looking like, Sheree, oh my God, girl, get a fucking Blue's Clues, sis.
Listen, what about the scene where Marlo was like, Kandi F the whole world. That's why nobody wants to claim her. Marlo, you sitting here First of all, and ain't nothing wrong being single, but you're sitting here and you can't even give us the name of anybody you used to deal with because of whatever y'all was doing. And then you're talking to a woman that literally got married and now has 2 kids and a husband helping her grow. So Kandi, first of all, it's super dumb to think like that. But if you did, Candy's still winning. And then she's like, that's why you got somebody below your tax bracket. And then Sheree had the nerve.
And then Sheree had the nerve. Oh.
Yeah, facts. Which made no sense. And Carol's not even in the tax bracket.
Ain't your man in jail, sis?
You busy putting money on his oodles and noodles account. Shut up, Sheree. Right. Girl, shut
Sheree,
up.
you
Like,
need a clue, girl. Get
also, Marlo and Sheree gives me Pinocchio and Geppetto.
Yes.
Perfect.
That is perfect. But it's very like dark, fussy. Every time you're coming to a scene, you'll start a mess. Can y'all just keep it a little lighter? Even how Marlo went for the jugular with Kenya, it's like you was waiting for that. And that's when Marlo was like, and Kenya was like, there it is. And there's the Marlo I know. It's just like, all right, Marlo.
But here's the question for Marlo. So now what you gonna have now, Marlo? You done wasted all your bullets. They're all gone. Now what you gonna do for the rest of the season? Well, we on like episode 4 or 5. You didn't use all your ammo.
Clearly not, because don't forget there were all those rumors that Marlo and Kandi got into it. Like into it.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah, like into it. Y'all remember, right? It was before.
I heard something about Marlo kind of talked about Candy's daughter.
What? So this is happening on this season?
Yeah.
Ooh,
so something about really Marlo saying that Candy's daughter is a test tube baby or something.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, Kenya and Brooklyn right now are on their way to Disneyland Paris. That's a good mommy. And also, one question. We're talking about Marlo. Sheree should not stand so close to Marlo, because while we're asking what Marlo's job is, does anybody know what Sheree's job is? Anyone? What? Like seriously?
Oh, and Kandi talked about her Sheree. Yeah, exactly. Kandi talked about Sheree on her Amazon Live last week.
What she said?
She talked with Sheree about her being shady with her towards, on the show, because they had to film their confessionals or whatever.
Yeah.
That day. And Sheree claimed like she didn't remember nothing that nobody said.
That's what she do.
That's what Sheree does.
And Kenya Moore said the same thing on Watch What Happens Live too last week. Really? Yeah, like when they were asking, because when Kenya Moore, because she said she talked to Sheree about, all the stuff that her and Marlo was talking about outside at Sanya's event. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I don't remember co-signing.
Sheree. Sheree, you know what? Let's pray for Sheree. I don't know if Sheree's going to get a peach to get asked back, because honestly, Monetta, again, I want the reality TV to come back to what it was. Back to when it wasn't so evil-hearted, and when the beef wasn't so whatever. But I will say, shout out to Kenya for taking her baby girl to Disneyland Paris. Yeah. And
Sheree and Marlo is Kenya and Portia's Cynthia and Portia's replacement.
You think so? Oh no, maybe, but Cynthia was maybe.
Because if Portia wouldn't have left the show, either Sheree or Marlo would have got paid. One of them, instead of both of them.
I will say, you never know who they're going to be back, but I will say right now, I don't think the energy needs any new people. I think they can do with the people that are right now. I don't think it needs it, because that's the funny thing. You can bring back an OG, but we all see that throws off energy too. I feel like right now this cast is an actual. I see why there were all these rumors that the executive producers were like, this is a solid cast. We can kind of stay here for a season or two and see where it evolves. You know what I'm saying?
I do think it's a good mix right now. I think everybody, it's like a good mix, especially now that Monyetta's in. I feel like Monyetta just came in and is like she's like balancing all those other energies out.
Yeah,
I do think it's a
I
good.
see that. Who said that? Mix it. I see the growth in Kenya. I do too. I actually like Kenya now that they're not giving. I mean, don't get me wrong. I always like Kenya, but I love the fact that they're no longer giving her a villain edit, and she's just allowed to be a full human being. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some days I'm on my BS, other days I'm not, but I'm just a full human being. So good for that. Even though I will say, if they bring Portia back, they better bring Fallon and LaToya forever back too.
They better. I swear they better do that. If they bring Portia back, bring Fallon. I want Fallon and Portia on the same season at the same damn time. Come on, Bravo.
I would appreciate, but also I would appreciate subbing if they do bring Portia back, bring Fallon. And can we also do a trade between Drew and LaToya forever? Because for crazy energy,
I feel like LaToya was missing.
As opposed to Drew.
I feel like LaToya was missing on the show because I liked her energy.
I liked her energy too.
Yeah, everybody liked her energy, but also even when she got messy, it made sense. Even when she got crazy, it made sense. Drew was just like, what are you talking about, Drew? Like, I was so shocked that Drew was the one that made it. And I was just like, Drew, but I don't know. I like literally.
You know what it is? It's because I think that the producers like a girl that they could like manipulate. They like when they see, even though Drew is doing too much, they know that they could get in Drew's ear and be like, Drew, we need you to do this. And Drew's gonna be like, I got you, I'm gonna do it.
That's exactly what happened with Drew.
And also, I think with LaToya not coming back, I think it had a lot to do with her ex-husband too.
What you mean?
Because remember,
he wouldn't sign off.
Yeah, wouldn't sign.
Yeah, that might have been it too. But still, I do want to say this though, and I'll be honest. I don't understand why they make it such a requirement on Housewives for your children to film with you, because I honestly find the scenes with the children to be the most unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just find the scenes with the children to be unnecessary. When they're young and they're playing around and you're like, hey, did you go? And they're just like, yeah, thank you, mommy. I'm like, I just don't see why Housewives have to show their children. LaToya can bring energy and you don't see their children. Look at what they do to Housewives when they want to dehumanize them. And they'll go the whole season and not show the family, not show interactions, not show any of that. So what's so hard? But again, I don't know. I just think it's weird at Bravo where it's like, okay, but LaToya's energy. Did we see LaToya with her kids last season when she was on there?
No, not that I remember. I think her mom was on the show one scene. I remember she had a scene with her mom. That was it.
Well, again, but the thing is, I don't miss it though. It's like I still felt like I know exactly who LaToya is.
Right.
Energy. I don't need you to be playing mommy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there are some friends that invite you into their house and they're feeding their kids, and there are other friends that every time you see them, they meet you out. You know,
because I think LaToya was gonna be a peach. Yeah, I think LaToya was gonna be a peach holder, but her ex-husband didn't sign off on it.
Damn. And last but not least, William, we're going to end this with this question. No, Kenya and Mark are never, ever getting back together. I think Kenya she reached that point where you see people that deal with abusive relationships. Once they realize that all hope is gone and ain't never, ever going to work out, that's it. It's a wrap. You're never going back. You never. And also, Kenya's in love with being a mommy right now. She's in love with, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm taking Brooklyn to Paris. Like, I'll talk to y'all later. So, yeah. All right. So listen, you guys, thank you so much, Nikki and Betty, for joining. Sorry, it took you guys out too long. Thank you so much, Nikki and Betty, for joining. And thank you so much for joining me. You guys hit that like button on your way out. And don't forget, next Sunday, 9 p.m., we're going to do the recap and check back a lot tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I have a new video up. Go ahead and check it out. And I think tomorrow and this week is going to be a heavy upload week because there's a lot going on in celebrity topics. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Great seeing you again, Tisa. Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.